Welcome to our channel. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey into a world that is invisible to the naked eye but plays a crucial role in life on Earth. We're talking about the microbiome, the collection of microorganisms that inhabit every corner of our planet, from soil to water and air, and even our own bodies. In today's episode, you'll learn how these tiny creatures impact our environment and our health. The air microbiome, also known as the aerobiome, is the community of microorganisms that float in the atmosphere. Although airborne microbes may seem less known than those in soil or water, they play a significant role in atmospheric, climatic, and even health processes. The air we breathe contains an enormous number of microscopic organisms, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and eukaryotic microbes. Depending on location, time, and weather conditions, the composition of the air microbiome can vary greatly. For example, in urban areas, there are more microbes related to human activity, while in rural or forested areas, microorganisms from soil, plants, or animals tend to dominate. Microbes enter the atmosphere in various ways. They can be lifted by the wind from surfaces such as soil, water, plants, or animals. In cities, a large part of the aerobiome comes from ventilation systems, agriculture, and even daily human activities like coughing, sneezing, or talking. Microorganisms are often carried on small particles of dust, water droplets, or even plant pollen. Microbes in the air can surprisingly play an important role in shaping the climate. Some microorganisms, especially fungi and bacteria, can act as condensation nuclei, tiny particles around which water droplets form, leading to the creation of clouds. Cloud formation is crucial to Earth's thermal balance, as clouds affect the amount of solar radiation reaching the planet's surface and the amount of heat radiated back into space. Research on the aerobiome is a relatively new field of science, but is advancing rapidly thanks to modern DNA sequencing techniques and microbiological analyses. Scientists are trying to understand how airborne microbes affect health, climate, and ecosystems. One of the goals of this research is to predict changes in the composition of the air microbiome in response to climate change, urbanization, and other environmental factors. As more research focuses on the air microbiome, it is becoming clear that this is a field with enormous potential. Understanding how these microscopic organisms influence our lives and our planet could help develop new treatments for diseases, create more sustainable cities, and better understand global climate change. Soil is one of the most diverse and dynamic ecosystems on Earth, and the soil microbiome plays a key role in sustaining life on our planet. It consists of a vast number of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, viruses, protozoa, nematodes, and other microbes. It is estimated that a single gram of soil can contain millions to billions of microorganisms, making soil one of the richest habitats on Earth in terms of biodiversity. The soil microbiome is an incredibly complex ecosystem in which different groups of microorganisms perform a wide variety of ecological functions. Bacteria are the most numerous group of microorganisms in the soil and play a crucial role in biogeochemical cycles. Fungi, particularly mycorrhizal fungi, form symbiotic relationships with plants, helping them absorb water and nutrients. In addition to bacteria and fungi, viruses, bacteriophages, can be found in the soil, regulating bacterial populations, as well as protozoa and nematodes, which help control microbial populations and decompose organic matter. Soil microorganisms perform several key functions that have a direct impact on ecosystem health and agriculture. Microbes in the soil are responsible for breaking down organic matter, such as leaves, dead plants, and animals. This process is crucial for the life cycle of ecosystems, as it leads to the release of essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and carbon, which are reabsorbed by plants. Soil bacteria, such as nitrogen-fixing bacteria, e.g., rhizobium, convert atmospheric nitrogen into forms available to plants, such as ammonia and H3. This process, known as nitrogen fixation, is vital for food production since nitrogen is a key component of proteins and nucleic acids. Mycorrhizal fungi form symbiotic relationships with plant roots, aiding them in absorbing water and nutrients, especially phosphorus. In return, the fungi receive carbohydrates from the plants, which are products of photosynthesis. Thanks to mycorrhiza, plants are more resistant to environmental stresses such as drought. Some soil microorganisms act as natural defenders of plants, protecting them from diseases. For example, bacteria from the genera Bacillus and Pseudomonas produce antibiotics that can inhibit the growth of pathogenic fungi and bacteria. Soil microorganisms can break down toxic chemicals such as pesticides, heavy metals, and petroleum products. This allows the soil to be cleansed of pollutants, which is important for environmental protection. Plant health is closely linked to the state of the soil microbiome. Microorganisms can support plant growth in many ways, including by providing nutrients, improving soil structure, and protecting against diseases. The soil microbiome can also affect crop quality by increasing the vitamin and mineral content of fruits and vegetables. Human activities such as intensive agriculture, urbanization, and climate change have a significant impact on the soil microbiome. The excessive use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and monocultures can lead to the depletion of the soil microbiome, which in turn affects its ability to sustain life. Nutrient leaching, soil erosion, and pollution also have negative effects on the microbiome. In recent years, awareness of the importance of the soil microbiome and the need for its protection has been growing. Regenerative agriculture, which includes techniques such as crop rotation, minimal tillage, the use of organic fertilizers, and cover crops, is one approach promoting a healthy soil microbiome. Additionally, research into soil microorganisms is leading to the development of biopreparations that can support plant growth and soil health without negative environmental impacts. Understanding the soil microbiome is of great importance for the future of agriculture and environmental protection. Research on the soil microbiome is leading to the development of new agricultural technologies, such as biological pest control methods that use microorganisms to combat pests and diseases. Moreover, bioremediation techniques based on soil microorganisms are being used to clean up contaminated areas, contributing to the protection of natural resources. The water microbiome is a diverse community of microorganisms that inhabit aquatic environments such as oceans, lakes, rivers, ponds, and even groundwater. It includes bacteria, archaea, viruses, fungi, protozoa, and microscopic algae. The water microbiome plays a key role in the functioning of aquatic ecosystems and global biogeochemical cycles, while also having a direct impact on health and life on Earth. Aquatic environments vary in salinity, temperature, light availability, and nutrient levels, leading to the formation of highly diverse microbiomes. Bacteria and archaea. These are the most diverse group within the water microbiome. Photosynthetic bacteria, such as cyanobacteria, are key primary producers that convert sunlight into organic matter, providing oxygen to the atmosphere. Archaea, especially those living in extreme conditions, are found in hot springs, deep ocean trenches, and salt flats. Water viruses, particularly bacteriophages, infect bacteria and archaea, regulating their populations. Viruses play a crucial role in recycling organic matter, releasing nutrients into the water that can be reused by other organisms. Aquatic fungi, though less studied, play an important role in decomposing organic matter, especially in freshwater ecosystems. They break down plant and animal remains, contributing to the carbon cycle. Phytoplankton, consisting of microscopic algae such as diatoms and dinoflagellates, are primary producers in oceans. They conduct photosynthesis, converting carbon dioxide into oxygen, and form the base of the food chain in marine waters. Primary production. The water microbiome, primarily through phytoplankton, is responsible for about 50% of global oxygen production, making it crucial for sustaining life on Earth. Phytoplankton converts carbon dioxide into organic matter, serving as the primary food source for many aquatic organisms. Aquatic microorganisms play a key role in global carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and other elemental cycles. Nitrifying bacteria convert ammonia into nitrates that can be used by plants, while denitrifiers convert nitrates into nitrogen gas, which is released into the atmosphere. Water microbes decompose organic matter, such as dead organisms and waste, into simple compounds that can be reused by other organisms in the ecosystem. This process is essential for nutrient recycling. The water microbiome is involved in natural water purification processes by breaking down organic and chemical pollutants. This makes water clearer and safer for living organisms. Aquatic microorganisms form symbiotic relationships with other organisms, such as corals and fish. For example, microbes living on corals help them absorb nutrients and protect them from pathogens. Oceans, which cover over 70% of the Earth's surface, are home to a vast microbiome. Ocean microorganisms, like phytoplankton, form the base of the food chain and play a key role in the global carbon cycle. Oceans also contain zones of high biological activity, such as coral reefs, where the microbiome supports the health and survival of corals. Freshwaters, such as lakes, rivers, and ponds, have their unique microbiomes, which vary depending on physical and chemical conditions. In these ecosystems, microorganisms play a key role in the decomposition of organic matter, water quality regulation, and the biogeochemical cycling of nutrients. Human activities, including water pollution, climate change, eutrophication, and the introduction of invasive species, have a significant impact on the water microbiome. Chemical pollutants, such as pesticides and heavy metals, can disrupt natural microbiological processes, leading to the degradation of aquatic ecosystems. Eutrophication, caused by the excessive influx of nutrients, e.g., nitrogen and phosphorus, into water bodies, can lead to algal blooms, which disrupt ecosystem balance and can create dead zones where oxygen is lacking. Protecting the water microbiome is crucial for the health of global ecosystems and the survival of many species. Conservation efforts promote sustainable water resource management, pollution reduction, and the protection of natural habitats. Work on bioremediation, which uses microorganisms to clean up contaminated waters, is a promising approach to regenerating degraded aquatic ecosystems. The human microbiome is a complex ecosystem of microorganisms that inhabit various parts of the body, including the skin, gut, mouth, nose, lungs, and even the reproductive organs. It is primarily composed of bacteria, but also includes viruses, fungi, archaea, and other microbes. It is estimated that the number of microbial cells in the human body is comparable to the number of human cells, and their collective genome, known as the metagenome, surpasses the human genome in terms of gene count. The microbiome plays a crucial role in health and body functions, influencing digestion, immunity, and even mental health. More and more research points to the existence of the gut-brain axis, which shows that the gut microbiome affects brain function and may be linked to mental disorders such as depression, anxiety, and even autism. Gut microbes produce neurotransmitters and other compounds that can affect mood and behavior. The microbiome of each person is unique, much like their DNA, which suggests that the future of medicine will be more personalized. Advances in gene sequencing technology allow for the precise mapping of a person's microbiome and the assessment of their health status. In the future, it will be possible to develop individual microbiological therapies tailored to patients' needs, including treatments for metabolic, inflammatory, autoimmune diseases, and even cancer. Probiotics, or beneficial bacteria, are already widely used in dietary supplements and food products, but future research may lead to the development of more advanced, personalized probiotics that target specific conditions. In addition to probiotics, there is growing interest in postbiotics, products of bacterial metabolism that can have direct health benefits without needing to colonize the gut. Fecal microbiota transplants are already used to treat certain severe infections, such as Clostridium difficile infections. In the future, microbiota transplants may be used to treat other conditions, including autoimmune diseases, metabolic disorders, mental health issues, and even as a preventive measure. Further research will help better understand which microorganisms are essential for health and how this technology can be effectively utilized. There is increasing evidence that a strong connection exists between the gut microbiome and brain function, known as the gut-brain axis. Future research may lead to the development of microbiological therapies for treating mental disorders such as depression, anxiety, and even neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Microbiome therapies could include dietary changes, supplementation with prebiotics or probiotics, and manipulation of the gut microbiota to improve mental health. The microbiome plays a key role in many chronic diseases such as obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, inflammatory bowel diseases, allergies, and asthma. Understanding how changes in the microbiome contribute to these conditions could lead to new therapies. In the future, it will be possible to identify microbial markers that signal the risk of developing such diseases, allowing for early intervention and personalized treatment. Research on the microbiome is not limited to human health, but also holds great potential for environmental protection. In the future, microorganisms may be used for bioremediation of pollution, restoring the health of soils and waters, and even for sustainable agriculture. It is also possible to use microorganisms in bioenergy production and as an alternative to chemical pesticides. Advances in DNA sequencing and data analysis technology will enable the creation of precise diagnostic tools that allow for the assessment of a patient's microbiome to diagnose diseases or genetic predispositions. Future microbiome tests could be used in preventive medicine, helping doctors develop individualized treatment plans and healthy lifestyle strategies. Microbes are ubiquitous, from the soil beneath our feet to the water and air, and even within our own bodies. Although invisible, Their impact on our lives and the planet is invaluable. Without them, life on Earth would be vastly different, and perhaps even impossible. Thank you for joining us on this microscopic journey through the world of microbiomes. If you enjoyed this film, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with more fascinating topics.